Sometimes when all else fails, you just have to listen to the music and get your groove on. Hey, you know the Papa family. I have been enjoying the Brighton Hot Dog Shop for a very long time. And my kids, well, in those booster chairs when they were very young, eating their French fries. We love the Brighton Hot Dog Shop. So last night before I head to World Headquarters, CBS Radio in Green Tree, I needed to just decompress a little bit because it was a long day and, you know, get a little, sometimes overwhelming here in the Brat Pack Gym. I pulled into the Vanport, meaning Beaver location, the Brighton Hot Dog Shop, because my Sam McKinney friend, you know, from that new Brighton Hot Dog Shop, always bragging on those cheeseburgers. So I said, you know what? Treat for the Brat Pack tonight. 5 o'clock, I'm there in the parking lot with a cheeseburger, some wedding soup, and I specifically went there for this. That's right. The Shell, as in Royal Dutch Shell Company, billions of dollars being invested just down the road from that Vanport Beaver location. How about the Papa family? What a way to say thanks. And you know the Brighton Hot Dog Shop, there he is with his tool belt, ready to go to work, Frankie. They've been brightening days since 1959. So cheers and thank you to Frank and Mark Papa for a great cheeseburger and some wedding soup. Now that is what I call dashboard dining. Love it, love it, love it. All right, lots of stuff to get to. Now, Doug Saltzman, who's a pollster, radio talk show host, been a guest of mine many times, video-wise and also on the radio, nice enough to join us tonight on the Comcast Newsmakers line. We're going to talk about the president in Phoenix last night. He talked about love of country, the Constitution, and yes, the Second Amendment. And also went back and talked about Charlottesville. 4 people who were there last night did an amazing job. Ben Carson, our lives are too short to let our differences divide us. Alvelda King, niece of Martin Luther King, led the audience in How Great Thou Art. Franklin Graham, of course, Billy Graham's amazing son, prayed for political and racially divided the country that we are. And Vice President Michael Pence, quote, President Trump believes with all his heart that love for America requires love for all of its people. The President spent 72 minutes lashing out at the media and again providing a lengthy defense of his response to the violent clashes in Charlottesville. A lot of chants of USA, USA, USA. But my question for Doug tonight, is it time for us to get back to governing? Because there is a lot of work that needs to be done. But also, Cleveland Brown players knelt in a circle during the national anthem. I'm sure you've heard all about this, been all over social media. Supreme Court Justice William O'Neill wrote on social media, kind of paraphrasing here, he said, congratulations, Cleveland Browns, on your win. Unfortunately, my season is over. He goes on to talk about million-dollar athletes, disrespect for veterans who gave them and earned them that right to be on that field. Shame on you all. William O'Neill, U.S. Army retired Vietnam veteran, son of a World War II vet, and a proud father of an Iraqi veteran. So pretty powerful stuff. Those are just some of the things that we're going to be discussing with Doug Saltzman tonight. Also, Charlottesville in the news today. They may have found black fabric big enough to shroud 2 controversial Confederate statues, and the covers could be on by the end of the week. James Clapper, you may remember him, former director of the National Intelligence, said today that he questioned President Trump's fitness for office. He also told CNN's Don Lemon he's wondering about his motivation for it. He denounced the president's behavior as divisiveness and complete intellectual, moral, ethical void. And speaking of Don Lemon, the CNN anchor called the speech the president gave unhinged and embarrassing last night. And Joe Scarborough and Company, Morning Joe, seen Monday through Friday, MSNBC. Hillary Clinton, her new book entitled What Happened, she talks about the then candidate Donald Trump. His attempts to intimidate her during the presidential debate made her, quote, skin crawl, and that she wanted to tell him to back up, creep. Quote, what do you do? Stay calm, keep smiling, and carry on as if he weren't repeatedly invading your space. So an exclusive with Joe Scarborough on MSNBC earlier today. Now, sports. Pirates, Dodgers. And I think we're all seeing the last couple of days at PNC Park why the Dodgers are truly, you got to put them as the favorite to win the World Series and the best team in baseball. Chris Taylor, 3 hits. Pirates lose 8-5. Former Bucco Tony Watson got the win. And Trevor Williams will be on the hill tonight at PNC Park, 7:05. Bucks are 60-66 and 8.5 back. Dodgers, meanwhile, listen to this, 89-35 in 21 games out in front of second place Colorado. Le'Veon Bell answered a tweet from a fan with a return date as far as play, September the 1st. And president of basketball operations, and one of my favorites during his playing days for the Boston Celtics, Danny Ainge, said in a statement, Kyrie is one of the best scorers in the NBA. This just went viral last night. What a trade. Just 3 months after meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals, Cleveland sent Kyrie Irving to Boston while the Cavs get Isaiah Thomas. So that's pretty big stuff. All right, what are we doing tonight? Along with Doug Saltzman dropping by, it's just about time for King football. Western Pennsylvania, Eastern Ohio, Panhandle of West Virginia. Regular season literally just days away. So Dr. Edward Snow, the Orthopedic Institute at the Allegheny Health Network, part of the Highmark Healthcare Company, will join me tonight, Casa de Emmanuel. We're going to be talking all about concussions and symptoms, from everything that you need to know about not just that, but also some of the top sports-related injuries. So very informative stuff tonight with Dr. Edward Snow. We're actually going to be with him tonight, and then on Tuesday we will be at the Human Motion Center out in Cranberry doing some more video work as well. So busy, busy, busy for your Pratt Pack, and I truly do hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday, and you join me later as we return from Casa de Emmanuel in the historic East End of East Liverpool, Ohio. Have a great day, everybody. Good afternoon.